greatest woman God ever made was able to take this world and turn it upside down. All these women's hair together ought to be able to get it back and turn it right side up again.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind.
My name is Claudia Chavis, and I'm founder and CEO of CareGivers Home Health Services. We are an upward mobility company. We encourage our home health aides to go to school, to become nurses, our LPNs to become RNs. We want them to move up and be able to earn livable salaries. I made a decision early on that I was going to be in business. I wasn't going to be necessarily a woman-owned business or a minority business. I was going to be a business. I just refused to rely on the fact that I was a minority or a woman. I had to start at the bottom, and it was a wonderful journey, but it can be done. And if I can help somebody get there and to believe in themselves, that's kind of what I do. And once I opened my business, I kept going to school. I call it entrepreneur school. I positioned myself with other entrepreneurs to learn every course I could take or seminar I could go to. I would do that, and I still do it, so that I can keep up with both the healthcare industry as well as business.
My name is Barb Ellsworth, and I serve as the Executive Director of Dress for Success Indianapolis. My role at Dress for Success is serving as its Executive Director. Our organization is almost 15 years old, but is one of 130 organizations throughout the world. We provide professional attire and support and career tools for economically disadvantaged women in Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. The women that we serve, and it's nearly 1,400 women a year, are all considered economically disadvantaged. So we provide them with the professional attire, and then once they get the job, then they can come back for workwear. And then we ask them to join our professional women's group. And this is really the critical piece, the job retention component, because if you are struggling toward self-sufficiency, it is not a singular event. You can't get a $10 an hour job and all of a sudden you're self-sufficient and your problems are over. You're far from that. So this job retention piece really concentrates on helping people keep that job and advance in their career. The variety of services all focus around work-life balance, the written and unwritten rules of the workplace, personal finance, and it's really the sisterhood of the organization that provides that kind of constant support that somebody needs to actually become a great employee and advance in their career. When 70% of Hoosiers are earning below the self-sustainability index, that's really something. And I think the women that we serve are making even less money than the median income of $15 an hour. What are the wages that we're paying? Are they truly enough for not only women, but for anyone to be able to sustain themselves? I think you can also look at paid sick leave. I know the Shriver Report echoed what we see here in Indianapolis as well, and that is that the vast majority of those low-paying jobs don't have paid sick leave, and that is critical, especially for single mothers. I think there are also mentoring and leadership opportunities that women can look at, and we are seeing more and more networking groups and women's leadership groups that are formed in businesses partnering with us because they want to do something to get their employees involved, give something back. But these are things that I think are so critical to support women in the workforce, especially those who are really struggling toward financial independence.
Hello, I'm Susan Brooks. I'm the United States Congresswoman for Indiana's 5th District, and I represent 8 diverse counties from Marion County up to Grant County. I represent about 700,000 constituents in both urban, suburban, and rural areas of the state of Indiana. Women's role in America is something that we do have a focus on in a bipartisan way. I'm also part of what's called the Women's Policy, Inc. It is, once again, a bipartisan group that is talking about these issues. These are issues that are also discussed on the Education and Workforce Committee in Washington, D.C. I serve on the Health, Labor, Pensions Committee. And I have so much admiration for women entrepreneurs. I'm so very proud that Billy Dragoo of Indianapolis is leading the national NAWBO efforts. NAWBO Indianapolis is recognized all around the country, and so I just congratulate everyone that's really helped move it to that level. I do believe that women entrepreneurs need to continue to have a strong voice. Have a strong voice at your local government level, at the state government level, and at the federal government level. It is very important that you continue to raise up all of the successes, all of the services, all of the things that your businesses can provide, whether it is services to federal, state, or local governments. You know, you need to step out there and make sure that you are bidding on those projects. We only have about 17% of the women in Congress. Of 435 members are women. That is far too small for the number of women. 53% of the women make up the electorate, are the voters, but yet we only have about a 17% voice in Congress. Well, I think that probably goes all the way down to our state legislatures and to our local city councils and to our school boards. So find female candidates that you care about, because female candidates at all levels can then help promote female entrepreneurs.